an early one. I mean, if you think of, I suppose, an early memory, for me, if I go back even before work, it was all about tracing paper. I kind of crafted a love for tracing paper. My dad came home from work one day and was like, "Oh, Shell, look at this." And I was mesmerized by the fact that you could kind of draw something and then draw something else, and then it would evolve, probably a bit like a mind map. Yeah. And, from then, really, when I was at school, my love of design came from, the generic kind of design process. Not secret, but it's kind of like the standard. So when you're at school, you're learning about, say, in what was called CDT back then, design technology. It was all about the design and the why. Who is it for? Who, the why, the what, the where, and the when, and then how you're going to do it. And that love for that preparation, for that research, for that real kind of connection back to the why started really, really early on. And even, I suppose with my mind maps, whenever I'm starting a concept or a project or a presentation, or it begins its life as a mind map, looking at what are we going to do, why I'm going to do it, how are we going to do it, what is it going to be, all of those primary kind of things that you really need to be thinking about. So the love of design, I knew I didn't want to be working admin or, be a PA for somebody or even a policewoman. I just knew I just wanted to draw and create and craft. So I was, really lucky to be able to live my dream. Got picked up at the New Designers exhibition many moons ago in London, and I've been in London ever since. I think from an early memory. I mean, I started off in the regions as a concept designer, and I sat in the corner of the studio, basically just drawing. Back before you were doing everything in 3D, everything was hand drawn and
quite sketchy.
Yeah, sketching.
At
workplaces, and it all started with a mind map, and then it grew to concepts, and so.
So did you draw each space that you were going to kind of build?
Yeah, and then created in, drawed in 3D, and you get some clever guys who are still in the industry now, who did the 3D max and visualization, but it obviously has to start from the brain and the hand, and the kind of the concept thought. So as an early memory, I kind of transitioned probably from that studio up in Luton into working with Morgan Lovell. I was with Morgan Lovell for, I was there a couple of times. But say first time about 3 years, then next time about 15 years.
Oh wow!
And I did a long stint. I left to go to Morris for a bit, and that was fabulous.
It hasn't been to Morris.
I don't know. Yeah, and do you know what? It is a fantastic place to work. If you want to put in and you want to grow, and, the energy and the actual, I can't really describe it. It's a place where you can go and learn your trade and grow and, master it. I think it takes a certain level of stamina to go at that pace. For the duration, but I think the energy, the team, the buzz, the work hard, play hard culture, it's not for everybody, but it works, and sometimes it aligns with your life, and then other times it doesn't. And when things don't align with your life, you kind of go and find something new, and then you go and you find your tribe and your people and what you are about then. So I think anybody in design, particularly in design, but should go and work at Morris for a bit. Because, it's definitely a place where you go.
It's interesting. She gets so many stories about Morris and every which way. So
yeah, I don't think
it's really cool to hear that. And yeah,
I think, you've got to challenge yourself, and in challenging yourself, you grow.
Yeah.
And without that, what's the point really?